Bible study. You see, I got my cool shirt that I made. I make, customized t-shirts for the ones that don't know. But, yeah, it says, smoke weed and pray. I would get up, but I'm 330 pounds, 6'3". I'm a big guy. It's a lot of work, and you have no idea how long it took for me to get everything set up. It's a lot. Just to try to tell somebody something, they may or may not be listening, depending on how they feeling about the fact that I'm smoking weed and talking about the Bible, or sipping on some wine, my pimp juice. But I don't really know where I was going with that. I was just simply saying that, that's why I didn't stand up to show my shirt, because I'm just tired. I've been up and down so many times trying to, configure everything. And them YouTubers that be, doing this stuff every day, all day, man, they can be professionals, because this is just too much work. All I was trying to do is tell people about the goodness of God, Yahweh, but I didn't know all this other stuff come into play. I understand, you gotta do what you gotta do, but So, I was thinking today, I was just like, man, what am I supposed to talk about? Because see, when you following Christ, when you doing what you was meant to do, you're not gonna always know every particular turn by turn, the road to take, just because just because you have the position, to drive, or the keys to the car, doesn't mean that you know which turn you're supposed to take 5 turns down the road. So this is my season 1, fourth episode, and I had all these things going through my head about what to talk about, what not to talk about it right now, whatever. Too much of me was getting into being obedient to Yahweh. So I'm about to do This is why this is Weed Ministry Bible Study. Yahweh allowed me to understand that we get in our own way. We get in Yahweh's way so much by trying to do what we think is how things should go. Even if we're on the right track, even though we're heading the right direction, a lot of our detours come because we thought it was time. We thought, we made it to that particular point. And I'm talking to myself right now, as a man of God, as a, person that's trying to get closer and closer to Him. And I know that, Yahweh gave me a gift. He gave me an understanding. He gave me a heart to talk about these things, these issues that most people, most pastors, most believers are afraid to talk about, or don't even care to learn about. Just one second. By the way, this is my second blunt. My first blunt was in the process of me setting everything up, which is so frustrating, because I'm a big guy. Then I thought my symbol was big enough, but I got to go back and make it a little bit bigger. New design, whatever. Don't judge me. But yeah, so if you can watch my shows, make sure you smoke. Well, if you smoke, make sure you smoke weed, not cigarettes, weed. The THC, nothing else. No light, no lace, no nothing. Just what God made, what God allowed to come out the earth. And I don't know, I'm kind of all over the place, but that's fine. Listen. So when I study about, the Antichrist and how he's going around doing things and, been manipulating Christians for so long, and I'm watching all these little tactics and stuff like that. And I noticed watching my videos, let me rephrase that, watching the videos that Yahweh allowed me to be a steward over or to do, I did this a lot holding my joint. Now, I know that some of y'all might be like, oh, it's not such a big deal take things to the extreme, but not really. Because the way I look at it is, once you know something, once you are aware of something, you need to try your best to stop doing it. You need your best to try to also educate. Because a lot of things we do is just simply habit. Who said this was the only way to hold your joint? Who said this was the textbook way to hold your weed when you smoke? Right? Just a thought. So listen, I study satanic symbolisms and all that type of stuff. And guess what? This symbol here in the satanic world is 3 sixes. See that 6, 6, 6, 6, and 6. 3 sixes. The symbol of the Antichrist. So these are things that I'm thinking about as a man of God, things that I've studied. Just 1 second. Okay, 1 more second. Okay. So, because I'm a man of God, a man of Yahweh, and I understand how the Antichrist go about doing things, how can I say I care about my fellow brothers and sisters, see them grow into an environment that has been truly mastered, in a sense, by the Antichrist? You know what I'm saying? So, I don't take things lightly, and I don't want no more pastors and bishops and so-called leaders and people that say they actually care to take things lightly. Because I recall a time when the Bible says, in heaven, Lucifer persuaded 1/3 of the angels in heaven to follow him. So don't take, just because you don't think it's serious, don't mean it's not serious to Yahweh. We have little things about us that we all particular about, and we, but we made in his image, we made in his likeness. We like him. So if we don't like for somebody to leave the toothpaste top off the toothpaste, or I don't know, wash the dishes, at a set time every day. The point that I'm making is, that you and everybody else have particular, specific things that that irritates us, that makes us mad, or whatever it may be. So, but where do we get that from? We got it from our Creator. He said it. So, if we feel how we feel about like Kevin Hart was talking about, sipping my last juice. You know what I'm saying? If we feel that way about, and I'm not saying that Yahweh is petty. That's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is He's a God. Think about you when you become a manager, a boss of a company, or you the president. You are the king of the ruler. Look at kings upon the earth. Kings upon the earth was a reflection of the king that we have, which is Yahweh. He's the King of kings, Lord of lords. So, 1 second. One more second. So, I'm going to go ahead and just put that one out for right now. Because I don't like this to be burning and wasting and burn like that. You know what I mean if you smoke. You know what I'm saying? I just felt so wasteful. You know what I'm saying? I felt so wasteful. And just not thinking about the people in this world that, just smoked their last joint last night. They're going through so much right now. They're depressed. Let's say I had a friend, right now that was like, hey, hey Chris, man, I'm so down. I'm so depressed. And I know they smoke, you know what I'm saying? I think about stuff like this. So when I was talking, I was looking at that thing and I was just like, man, am I that comfortable in a life where I can talk while the weed is burning? Am I on that level in my life yet right now? I don't think I am. And even if I was, let's just say, I became a millionaire one day, right? What I do, that's another thing. Hold up now. I'm going to get back to what we was talking about. But listen. Okay. I don't know what this thing is where people want to put all the weed in the doggone Rello and smoke it, and it's like this thick. I don't get that. Like, that's so wasteful. That is so wasteful. I'm very, I keep, what I'm saying, I try to think about those days when I'm not going to have it. That way I always have it. So I don't, what I'm saying, so this, you see how small this is? You can barely see this. You see how small this thing is? See that? That's because, what I'm saying, I know everybody don't have it, so I'm not going to waste it. So if there's money, I ain't going to blow money on dumb stuff. I want to help people. Somebody wants to come right now, guess what? I got something I can share. I can share this. Because I wasn't being wasteful. I can't stand wasteful people. Anyway, I just thought about that, you know what I'm saying? I need a sip of my pimp juice. Really, it's just wine with a little moonshine in it. White lightning, baby. Take that back. That's a lie. This, and not that I was trying to lie, I wasn't thinking. So, this here is some sangria, which is an awesome wine, right? But the bottle of wine, the big jug of wine that I bought, I put 4 bottles of, white lightning moonshine in there. It's something I came up with, because I don't like to, go out to eat or something and buy drinks at the restaurants and stuff, because I'm a big guy, and if I drink a drink, I want to feel merry, and I'm not feeling merry. I'm just feeling like I just had a whole bunch of sugar, and I'm concerned about my diabetes at that point. Not that I have diabetes. I hope I don't get diabetes. But the point that I was saying was, I don't know why I went that far down that rabbit hole, but getting back to what I was saying was, let me backtrack. This is how I find myself where I was. Talking about wine and how I had moonshine in it, right? Okay. And I was explaining about my weed and how, I don't want to be wasteful because that's kind of disrespectful. And then when I had the weed in my hand, it was because, and I thought about the weed because I had just started talking about the why 3 6s, and how that represents the symbol for the Antichrist. And how, we just naturally do that as we smoke, and why did we go to do that in the first place, So, I'm going to try to be more conscious just to hold it like that, just out of respect to the big man upstairs, just out of respect to Christ, because that's where we should be at in our spiritual walk. That's where we should be at as men and women of God. We should be so in tune to how he feels that we can feel him when he moved through the room. I feel like one of the many reasons why we don't experience what Samson experienced, what Moses experienced, what, Peter experienced, was simply because we're not in tune. We so caught up in everything else in the world. We so caught up in what this person over there doing, what this person over there doing, what that person over there doing. And the whole time, guess what? We're not even caught up in why we are here. Why did he thought to make us? We so concerned with trying to do what everybody else doing. But we wasting the years that he has given us upon this earth on foolishness. I'm not saying that he don't want us to go out and have fun and enjoy life. That's cool. But help somebody along the way. That's all I'm saying. Stop listening to these so-called ministers, these so-called bishops and pastors that's misleading you with ideology, with misleading you with foolishness. Over half of the stuff that because I was in that circle at one point, raised into that circle at one point, But we're raised into foolishness. We're raised into tradition. We're raised into saying the name Jesus, when that is a pagan, a Greek god name by Isus. I'm gonna teach you about what that means. I'm gonna show you in the Word. Your pastor not gonna do it because either they don't care to study like they're supposed to study, line upon line, precept upon precept. Like your bishops or not, they just want to look good in the pew. They want to look good and say, I'm Bishop such and such, and I ain't telling you nothing as long as you give me your money. Which money is not the form of tithes and offering. Weedministry Bible study, something I feel Yahweh just allowed to happen to me like out of nowhere. You looking at a man that I don't have a college degree. I struggled in high school to pass. I've had so many challenges, which I'm going to write about one day in a book. I'm going to tell my testimonies. There's 3 of my testimonies already online. But I've been homeless. I've been everything. You know what I'm saying? For the most part. And I know that Yahweh is real. I know that He doesn't care about what society thinks about me. He doesn't care about how I feel about myself. Because He know what He made. He know what He created. He know what He had to do to birth the gift out of you. Coming into today's episode 4, I did not have a title in my mind. Now, the other 3 messages that I gave on my YouTube channel, Season 1, Episode 1, Tithes and Offering, Episode 2, Ministry, Episode 3 was, can't remember on high, but anyway. But yeah, so Episode 4, I didn't know, like, what He wanted me to talk about. You know what I'm saying? Because I do understand that it's important and it's imperative for we as men and women of God to wait on Him. You know, when Moses was at the mountain in Mount Sinai and Yahweh was giving him instructions pertaining to going back and freeing His people from the hands of the Egyptians, Pharaoh. Moses had so many reasons why he felt that he was not meant to go back, or why he couldn't go back, or why it was dangerous for him to go back. He killed a person. Basically, he was a lie as far as his whole. Pause for a second. All right. So, my microphone fell for, whatever. I'm not really good with all this stuff. I'm trying. But, I gotta relight real quick. Ultimately, what I am saying is, let God lead you. Let Yahweh lead you. There's so many things that we as people we're doing that Christ never wanted us to do. So many things that we believe that he didn't even want us to know about. Not know about, but make a part of our lives. Because he knew that it wasn't good for us. You know what I'm saying? I'm mindful of this right here. this might be a t-shirt. You know, like I said, I make t-shirts. So this might be a thing within itself with the you know what I'm saying, joint in it, whatever, and consciously curl down, saying that, look, I know this may look stupid, it's effort, but guess what? Yahweh took effort when he molded you, when he created you, when he brought you from the dust and he blew breath into your life, a living soul into your life. He gave you life. He gave you children. He gave you your job. He gave you everything that you thought that you ever wanted or ever needed. He gave you the best. He gave you himself. He gave you the instructional manual back to his heart. So if me taking the conscious effort to stop doing this right here, because I understand that, and once again, you may look at it like, oh, it's not a big deal, it's not that serious. It may not be per se that serious, but I gotta start somewhere, right? And if I can start by stop putting up 3 6s, because that's what that means in the satanic world, then I'm gonna bring my hands down and do like this. It's hard, but that's good though. This could be something for us as people that want to, follow me and try to understand where I'm coming from. Let this be our symbol for respecting Yahweh. Our way of saying, hey, this is how we respect Yahweh even when we in hell. Because guess what? Weed itself is not a sin. Never has been. Never will be. It was made by God. And God says everything that he created is good. Let Yahweh lead you. Let him continue to mold you, shape you into the person that he was intended for you to be. Trust the process. I've heard that said many times. Trust the process. And that's true. You're going to have to, like I said before about Joseph. Joseph got betrayed by his own family. His own family turned him in to a life of bondage. A life of, I don't care nothing else about you type of stuff. But that was a part of Yahweh's process for Joseph. Because that was the best way for him to enter into the kingdom of the Egyptians as a slave. Just so he could be in the position, which was in the dungeon, to be able to talk directly to the person that poked the Pharaoh's wine. Give me 1 second. Joseph had to go to prison. Joseph had to go through all that stuff just so he would have the opportunity to use the gift that Yahweh gave him to reach the right person, the right individual, to raise him to the place that Yahweh told he was going to be in the beginning. Because the reason the brothers threw Joseph into the doggone slavery was because of a dream that Yahweh gave him. And the dream was, he said, y'all will all bow before me. I will be higher than y'all. And it wasn't from an arrogant standpoint. He was just saying, hey, this is my dream. And my dream, that what God is doing with me, what God is doing for me, what God is doing to me is all for his glory. And when Yahweh elevates you, when Yahweh truly put his hand on you and bring you up, it's going to naturally cause people to fall. Because most people are not used to truth. Most people are not used to hearing it how they need to hear it. Let Yahweh use you. Let Yahweh have his way with your life, with your finances, with your heart, with your love, with everything. And I promise you, if you allow him to lead you, he will guide you even through a biblical journey with me, he will lead you, or he has led me from I don't know what I'm talking about to I'm now wrapping up episode 4 with the title. He gave me along the journey, which is simply follow. Follow. That was revealed to me just now. Follow. Follow. The thing about following, you have to know who you follow. Yahweh says, my sheep hear my voice. My voice. What is voice dealing with? Voice is dealing with words. Understanding. He said, my sheep hear my voice. And they come running. So it's not the person that you see. It's not me. But if I'm going to speak truth, I got to speak his voice. Hey, this is Chris with Weed Ministry Bible Study. I hope you enjoyed what you heard today. I'm doing this basically by myself with the assistance of Yahweh. You know what I'm saying? Let me rephrase it. No. I am following Yahweh. I am following what I know he wants me to do. And I'm trying to be obedient within doing it. If you have any questions, if you got comments, please leave them. If you know people that may be interested in, the things that I'm talking about, please share the information. Like I said in my episode 1 about tithes and offering, I don't want you to ever think, and this is coming from me, I don't want you to ever think that money coming to me is for tithes or offering. I don't want you to ever send me your tithes and offering. Okay? That's for somebody that's in your immediate family, somebody that you know. That's not. And once again, tithes and offering is not currency. It's what you can do for someone. It's the ability to do something for someone. Whatever that is 10% of it. If you're a mechanic, like I said before, give 10% of your mechanical skills to someone that really needs it. You know what I'm saying? That's what true tithes and offering is. You got food, share the food. You don't have to have the currency. The currency is like saying, hey, I don't have the product with me, but here's the currency, the value of it. You get it? So don't get caught in the currency. Now let me say this. If you are a person and you just want to donate to what I'm doing, you want to purchase a product that I made to support, my Weed Ministry Bible Study, then, hey, email me at weedministrybiblestudy@gmail.com, or you can call me at 615-594-7324. I haven't set up a Weed Ministry Cash App or Vimeo yet, but I'll probably do it, sometime soon. But the biggest thing that I can ask that anyone that can do for me that truly believe in Yahweh and his son Yahushua is pray for me. Pray that Yahweh continue to keep working with how I speak, or how he allows me to speak. You know what I'm saying? Because we got to give him praise and honor in everything that we do. He says in all thy ways. He didn't say only on church day. No, he said in all thy ways. He said all thy ways acknowledge him and he should direct our path. So that's true. But anyway, you guys take care. Tell your friends about me. Like I said, I'm on Instagram at Weed Ministry Bible Study. Follow me on there. Tell your friends about me and whatnot. Because we need to get more people to understand that it's okay to be high. As far as smoking weed, I'm not pushing all the other chemical made stuff. But if you smoke weed, that's not a sin. Okay? And if you believe in Yahweh, you believe in the Bible, you believe in learning about truth, then this is the channel for you. I'm your guy, because I'm going to smoke with you, and I'm going to talk to you about the truth. And whatever I don't know, guess what? We can study that together. I'm not ever claiming to know everything, but the things that I know, I actually know. I studied it. Most of these pastors and bishops around here, they regurgitating information. Matter of fact, the information that they even giving you, is Similac information. You know what I'm saying? It's not even real milk. You know, but that's a whole other story. I'm out. Bye. Peace.